Ever wondered why credit cards are so popular among Australian students? It's a question we've all asked at some point, right? Well, let's dive in. Credit cards offer a level of convenience that's hard to beat. With just a swipe or a tap, you can pay for your textbooks, your morning coffee, or even your next big adventure. But it's not just about ease. Credit cards also offer flexibility. Maybe you're waiting on your next student loan installment, or perhaps you've had an unexpected expense. A credit card can bridge that gap. And let's not forget about credit history. Starting to build a good credit score now can open doors for you in the future. But with all these benefits comes responsibility. It's crucial to understand how credit cards work, how to manage them, and how to avoid common pitfalls. Understanding how to use a credit card responsibly is a critical skill for any student. So how do you decide which credit card is the right one for you as a student? Well, let's delve into the world of credit cards. There are a plethora of options available, each with its own set of features. But as a student, you need to focus on those specifically designed for you. Why, you ask? Well, student credit cards often come with lower initial credit limits, which can help you learn to manage your spending. They also typically have lower income requirements and may offer benefits such as no annual fees or lower interest rates. Now, on to the factors you should consider when choosing a credit card. First up, interest rates. This is the price you pay for borrowing money. It's a percentage of your outstanding balance, and it can add up quickly if you're not careful. So, aim for a card with a low interest rate. Next, annual fees. Some cards charge a yearly fee just for the privilege of using them. As a student, every dollar counts, so a card with no annual fee might be a smart choice. Then we have rewards programs. These programs give you points or cash back for every dollar you spend. It's like a little thank you from your credit card company for using their card. But be careful, these programs can sometimes encourage overspending. So, if you choose a card with a rewards program, make sure it's one that rewards you for purchases you would make anyway. And finally, consider the credit limit. This is the maximum amount you can charge on your card. As a student, you may not need a high limit, but it's still important to choose a card that offers enough credit for emergencies. Choosing a credit card is a serious decision. It's not just about getting a piece of plastic to swipe at the checkout, it's about finding a financial tool that fits your lifestyle and helps you build a solid credit history. Choosing the right card can make a huge difference in your financial life as a student. Do you know what APR, credit limit, and minimum payment mean? If you're shaking your head right now, don't worry. We're about to dive into the sea of credit card terms and get you swimming with the pros. Let's kick off with APR. It stands for annual percentage rate. This is the cost of borrowing money on your credit card if you don't pay off the full balance each month. It's the interest rate you'll be charged for the outstanding balance, and it's expressed as a yearly rate. So if your APR is 20%, that means you'll be charged 20% of your remaining balance as interest each year. The lower the APR, the less you pay in interest. Next up, we have the credit limit. This is the maximum amount your credit card company allows you to borrow at any given time. If your credit limit is $5,000, you can use your card to buy items or services up to that amount. But remember, the more you borrow, the more you'll have to pay back, often with interest. Now, on to the minimum payment. This is the smallest amount you must pay on your credit card bill to keep your account in good standing. It's usually a small percentage of your total balance. Let's say your minimum payment is 2%, and you have a balance of $1,000. You'd need to pay at least $20 to stay in the good books with your credit card company. And lastly, we'll touch on grace periods. A grace period is the time between the end of a billing cycle and the date your payment is due. During this time, no interest is charged on your purchases provided you pay off your entire balance by the due date. If you miss this window, you'll start accruing interest on your balance. These terms might sound daunting, but once you understand them, they can be powerful tools in managing your finances. Knowing these terms can help you make informed decisions about your credit card usage. So dive in and make your credit card work for you, not against you. Using a credit card responsibly is not as simple as just swiping and paying. It's similar to learning how to drive a car. You don't just jump in and speed off. You need to understand the rules of the road, the mechanisms of the vehicle, and the potential dangers of reckless driving. Likewise, to use a credit card responsibly, you need to understand the importance of key principles such as paying your bills on time, not exceeding your credit limit, and avoiding unnecessary debt. Let's break each of these down. Firstly, paying your bills on time. This is the golden rule of credit card usage. Every month, you'll receive a statement detailing your purchases, the total amount you owe, and the due date for payment. Paying your bill in full and on time prevents you from incurring interest charges or late fees. It also contributes positively to your credit score, a key factor lenders consider when you apply for loans or other forms of credit. Secondly, not exceeding your credit limit. This limit is the maximum amount your card issuer allows you to borrow. It may be tempting to max out your card, especially when faced with an irresistible offer or an unexpected expense. However, consistently spending up to your limit can lead to debt and can negatively impact your credit score. It's best to keep your credit utilization, that is, the percentage of your available credit that you're using, below 30%. Lastly, avoiding unnecessary debt. A credit card is not free money, it's a loan that you're expected to repay. So, before swiping that card, ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I afford to pay this back? Impulse buying can quickly rack up debt that could take years to pay off. Now let's talk about the potential consequences of irresponsible credit card usage. Excessive debt can lead to stress, strained relationships, and even bankruptcy. A poor credit score can affect your ability to rent an apartment, get a cell phone plan, or secure a loan at a favorable interest rate. In short, irresponsible credit card usage can have serious long-term effects on your financial health and personal life. In conclusion, remember that a credit card is a tool, not a toy. Like a car, it can take you places, but it can also land you in a ditch if you're not careful. So drive responsibly. Pay your bills on time, don't exceed your credit limit, avoid unnecessary debt. A credit card is a financial tool, and like any tool, it should be used wisely. How secure is your credit card? Let's delve into the world of credit card security. Security is a two-way street, and credit card security is no different. The first step is vigilance. Regularly checking your account statements can help spot any unauthorized charges. If you see a transaction you didn't make, immediately contact your credit card company. They can help resolve the issue and protect your account from further unauthorized activity. But what about safeguarding personal information? Keep your credit card details under wraps. Don't share them over unsecure connections like public Wi-Fi networks, and be wary of phishing scams that attempt to trick you into revealing your card information. Now, let's talk about the unexpected. What if your card is lost or stolen? Time is of the essence in these situations. Report the loss to your card issuer as soon as possible. They can freeze your account and prevent any fraudulent transactions. Also, most credit card companies have zero liability policies, meaning you won't be responsible for charges you didn't make. Remember, the power of security is in your hands. By taking these simple precautions, you can ensure your credit card and your financial health remains secure. So, to answer the question we started with, how secure is your credit card? Well, it's quite simple. Your credit card is as secure as you make it. So, are you ready to swipe smartly? We've journeyed through the world of credit cards, from understanding the basics to making the right choice for your needs. We've dissected complex terms, making them easier to grasp, and discussed the significance of using your credit card responsibly. We've also highlighted the importance of maintaining credit card security, ensuring your hard-earned money stays safe. All these points converge to underline one crucial idea: knowledge is power. With a clear understanding of credit cards, you're not just spending, you're making informed decisions, building your credit history, and paving the way towards financial independence. But let's not forget the cardinal rule of credit card use: moderation. It's easy to get carried away, but remember, a credit card is a tool, not a limitless resource. Exercise restraint, make timely payments, and always keep your financial health in check. Remember, a credit card is not just a payment method, but a step towards financial independence. Use it wisely.